Namaste and welcome. So today we have a about 20-minute long, all on the floor, no equipment needed, session that is all about opening and limbering through the hip joints, the low back. We'll be doing a little bit of spiraling and twisting also, all very active range of motion and lengthening, and a little bit of passive stretching also. So we'll hit the glutes, we'll hit the hamstrings, and it's a very good prelude to a longer vinyāsa, a little more vigorous flow session, or it can stand all on its own. So when you're ready, just go ahead and lay yourself down onto your back. And find yourself lying comfortably on your back. Go ahead and close your eyes. And we'll take a nice, full, slow, deep inhale. And then sigh it out through an open mouth. And we'll take 2 more rounds like that. Nice and slow. And on the exhale, just allowing the body to slowly relax and soften and drop from head to toe. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. And now just let your breath settle into its own favorite rhythm. Breathing comfortably in and out through the nose. And simply become aware of this shape, laying flat on the floor. Allow your attention to sink down into the body, down further, and onto all the contact points between your body and the floor. Noticing pressure, weight, density around the heels, maybe the calves, maybe the backs of the thighs, your buttocks, somewhere about mid-back, shoulder blades, backs of your arms, backs of your hands, and your head. And also noticing the gaps, the spaces between your body and the floor. So most often that will be around the ankle joints, back of the knee, and your low back. Paying particular attention to noticing how the low back is feeling, how large is the gap. And then behind the neck. So from here, let's now go ahead and draw the right knee to your chest. And I'll be holding the back of my thigh so that I can comfortably draw the right knee up towards the right shoulder. And at the same time, I'm going to extend and reach through the left heel. So the left leg is activated. And I want to have this sense of opposition happening. Drawing the knee forward or up towards the shoulder and the left foot reaching away. We'll be doing 6 repetitions of most of the movement patterns. You can do up to 10, depending on time and how it feels. So let's begin to explore the ankle joints. So I'm going to circle the foot. Around and around. How large a circle can I draw? And then circle the other direction. And then I'll relax the foot. And I'm going to hold now at the knee, just below the knee joint. And we're going to explore the hip joint next. So we're going to start a slow circling motion. of the thigh bone in the hip socket. So it's like you're drawing that circle with your knee, and your hand is guiding the movement. And then we'll switch directions. How smooth can we make those movements? And then I'm going to place the right foot flat on the floor and just pause. All right. I'm going to take my right arm now and I'm going to reach it out to the right. It'll be maybe in line with the shoulder joint or maybe slightly above the shoulder. Whatever feels best to your shoulder. Take a moment. I'm going to roll the shoulder back a little bit. So I want that shoulder blade to be flat on the mat. And then the pattern is this. I'm going to inhale, push with my right foot into the floor. The right hip lifts and moves to the left. So there's a little subtle spiraling through the spine here. And then I'm going to relax back down on the exhale. And again, inhale to push and exhale, relax. Inhale, push. Exhale, relax. You might add a turning of the head. I'm going to inhale, my knee goes left, my head turns right to look at my right hand. I might actually reach through the left hand and then exhale to return. And again, inhale, reach, look, exhale, return. One more, inhale, reach, and exhale, return. I'll relax the right arm back down and release the right leg. We'll switch to the left side next. So let's draw the left knee towards the left shoulder. At the same time, press and reach out through the right heel. Generally speaking, I like to hold behind the knee as opposed to the shins. So I'm doing less compression, deep compression at the knee joint. So that's up to you. But we always want to be kind to our joints. All right, circling at the left ankle. Smooth, large circles. And then the other direction. This is the ankle where I always have a little bit of cracking, popping sound. Old injury. And relax the foot. Now we'll hold just below the knee and I'm circling at the hip joint. And reverse directions. And then pause and release, placing the left foot flat on the floor. I'm going to take my left arm now and stretch it just in line with the shoulder or maybe a little bit beyond it. And we'll start that same subtle spiraling action. I'm going to inhale, push with the left foot. My left hip moves to the right. And then exhale, relax. And again, inhale, reach, push, exhale, relax. Inhale, push with the foot, lift the hip. Exhale, relax. You might add the turn with the head. Inhale, I'll turn and look at my left hand. Reach with the left arm and exhale, relax. Inhale, turn and look. Exhale, relax. And again, inhale, turn. And exhale, relax. We'll release the left arm down and we'll bend both legs next. So moving into the low back. So pelvic rocks forward and back. So I'm going to inhale, tilt my hips. The low back space becomes larger. We're lifting it away from the floor. And then in the exhale, we'll flatten and tuck the tail, lift it up away from the floor without pressing the feet down. So I want to keep the feet fairly relaxed. And then I'm going to inhale, tilt, so engaging with our spinal extensors, and then exhale, abdominals, hollow out. Inhale, tilt, keeping the glutes relaxed. Exhale, tuck, all from the abdomen. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Smooth. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. And relax and pause. Now I'm going to make that movement a little bit bigger. So we'll be actively engaging glutes and hamstrings next. So moving bridge. I'm going to inhale, lift the hips up, sweep the arms overhead, and then exhale, roll back down, release the arms back to the mat. And again, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. On the lift, you can add the roll back, inhale. So it's going to be a little tuck on the lift. And then exhale, release, roll it down, release the tuck. Inhale, tuck, lift. Exhale, down. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. And 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. All right. So from here, I'm going to be working with the right leg actively now. So on my inhale, I'm going to extend the leg straight, engage the quads, push through the heel. Exhale, lift the leg up as far as I can, keeping it straight. Active lengthening of the hamstrings as we engage the hip flexors. Inhale, lower the leg back down. Exhale, return to starting position. Inhale, go straight. Exhale, lift, 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 lift. Inhale, lower. And exhale, return. Through this whole sequence, inhale, lift, and exhale, and keeping the abdominals engaged. Inhale, lower. Hips are steady and still. Exhale, return. And again, inhale, go long. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, return. Inhale, go long. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, return. Let's do 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. All right, left side. Check in, make sure we have light engagement through the abs. Here we go. Inhale, go long. Exhale, lift, lift, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, return. Inhale, go long. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, down. Exhale, return. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more times. Push it long. Lift it up. Lower it down. And return. Push it long. Lengthen and lift. Lower down. Return. Last time. Inhale, long. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. exhale, return. All right, from here, I'm going to go to a figure 4 position, crossing the right ankle over the left thigh, and I have nice ankle flexion happening right now. So I'm pulling the knees toward, the toes towards the kneecap, yes? And then we're going to actively work through the hip. Inhale, rotate inwards towards the opposite hip. Exhale, away, and repeat. Inhale, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold. Now, from here, I'm going to inhale, and then on my exhale, I'm going to draw both legs into the chest using the hip flexors left side. So I'm pressing with the left leg. I'm going to inhale, just touch the floor with my toes, exhale, in, and again. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Nicely done. So from here, I'm going to close the gap now between my thighs. Right leg is still crossed over the left, and I'm going to take my arms into cactus position. And shoulders rolled back slightly. When I feel that your shoulder blades are flat against the floor, I'm going to exhale, pull the belly button in lightly. So I'm anchoring my torso to the floor. So from here, I'm going to inhale, take my knees to the left, maybe about halfway, and then exhale, return. And again, inhale and exhale. You might go as far as touching the floor with the toes of your right foot. Exhale, return. This is really slow and controlled. Inhale, exhale. So returning to this little subtle spiraling motion. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. All right. I'm going to uncross. We're going to switch sides. Left ankle onto the right thigh, flex that ankle, and then inhale, rotate in, exhale, out. In and out. 2, breathe in, 3, exhale, out. And 4, 5, 6. I'm going to rotate in one more time and then exhale, rotate out. Here we go. We're coming into that. It's basically a crunch. It's a reverse crunch, but the legs in figure 4. So I'm going to inhale, and then on my exhale, knees into chest. Inhale, touch, exhale. And 3. And 4, and 5, and 6. And I'll release. Right foot to the floor. Next, we'll close the gap, cross the legs completely. I'm going to refine cactus arms. All right, this time the knees are moving to the right. I'm going to inhale, take the knees right. Exhale to return. And again, inhale, right? Exhale. So this is all using core obliques to control it. 3, 4, 5. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale to return. Nicely done. All right, we're going to release the legs, release the arms for a moment. And we're going to stretch the legs back out. And let's just check in again. Close the eyes. Find your imprint, body against the floor. Notice the contact points. Notice the gaps. All right, so we're going to go into a little bigger spiraling pattern. So you're going to take your arms out wide like wings. I'm a little close to my wall today, so I'm going to have my left arm slightly lower. I'm going to inhale, right leg up. Now from here, depending on the length of your hamstrings, you might have a little bend in your knee. Perfectly great to do that. All right, so I can have the legs straight, depending on how open my hamstrings are, or a little bend. My goal is roughly to have the heel over my hip. All right, so here's the deal. I'm going to inhale, take the right foot to the left, see if I can touch the floor. Exhale to return. And again, inhale. Keep the right shoulder, right arm heavy. Exhale to return. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale. Now from here, I'm going to bend the left leg. And I'm going to come back to that figure 4 position. We're going to come into a funky pretzel twist. I call it a funky pretzel twist. All right, I'm going to lift both legs up again. I'm going to take hold of my right ankle with my left hand. My left ankle with my right hand. Yes, close the gap. And we draw both knees into the chest. Now, this is one way to hold this pose. Another way to hold it is to grab and lace your fingers behind both thighs. Yeah? So whichever hold position fits you, that's what you go for. And I'm trying to keep the thighs together and have the knees lined up roughly, knees together. Yes. So we're holding. All right. Now, if you have the behind the leg stretch, I want you to go ahead and switch your hand position back to your shin bones. See if you can find your left ankle with your right hand. Is you're going to, and just hold on to the right knee. You're going to lower your left knee down to the floor. So I'm coming into a quad stretch on the left leg. And it's a funky kind of pretzel-y twist. And if this just doesn't fit, you'll release, roll onto your right side, and simply grab hold of your left ankle with your left hand. So many different ways to stretch a muscle group. So either here, or we come back to the funky cross leg version. And I'm holding, I generally like to hold just below the knee. And then we'll slowly release that stretch. If you were doing the other version of quad stretch, you're going to just roll right back onto your back. All right, so let's take the second side, your left leg up in the air, right leg down on the floor. All right, so you're moving into that active twist. I'm going to inhale, lower the left foot to the right, exhale to return. Now my left shoulder lifted a little bit there, so I got to watch that. I'm going to inhale. Well, that may mean, exhale, we don't get the foot all the way to the floor. But we're trying to keep that left arm and shoulder down. Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Bend both knees. Again, you're crossing, bringing the thighs together, finding your opposite ankles and coming into this glute stretch. Or you're taking the hold behind the thighs. Either way. If we're here and the ankle hold, let's add in a little flexion at the ankles. I didn't mention that on the first side, but generally speaking, this helps protect the knee joints. And these externally rolled positions of the thigh bone and the hip socket. Now we're going to find that quad stretch. It'll be for your right leg, the leg that's underneath. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start dropping the left leg down to the floor. You can hold, the right knee down to the floor. And then I'm simply holding on to the left leg. Gosh, I'm getting everything backwards this morning. All right, right leg is on the floor. You're stretching the right quad. And you're holding your left knee. Alternatively, you would roll onto your left side and do this simple quad stretch here. Yeah. So either way. And we'll slowly release those holds, landing back on your back, legs long and straight. Close your eyes, relax your arms, drop back in, find your imprint. How does it feel? What has changed?